Hey, this is Anthony Carey with Core-Tex. I'm about to share with you the D2 squat, an exercise that I literally do before any upper body exercises, part of my movement prep. It is something that any overhead athlete should be doing, anybody who's recovering from a rotator cuff injury. And I want you to pay attention to three very important things in this. One, how we use the coil-uncoil of the whole body. Two, what we do all the way down to the fingers and wrist. And three, the reactive variability and how that plays with the motor system's problems to solve and how it dissipates the stress on the tissue.
Starting off with the big picture global view of the body, we can see that this goes from the foot and ankle all the way to the tips of the fingers. We get to utilize triple flexion and then triple extension. The coil and uncoil is the pelvis and rib cage coming together and then separating at the end of the movement, loading up those slings both anteriorly and posteriorly. At the bottom of the motion, we want to pay particular attention to the position of the hand. See that palm facing away? We know that the forearm is in pronation and the shoulder is in internal rotation. And then the cue that we're going to give to the client or the athlete is to reach outside of that knee to get that hand in that position, and that adds to that triple flexion on the way down. I want to give you a couple of views of the top of the movement here, and you'll see that we really want to get that hand in the right position. So we're supinated, externally rotated, leading with the thumb down and back, so we can really guide that shoulder girdle through the optimal, least stressful motion, especially for your overhead athlete. You'll even see that the arm will break the plane of the body so that we really load up that anterior oblique system and get that sling tensed up. Here we can get a real appreciation for how the hand drives that motion of the scapula on the back of the rib cage, where we're abducted and upwardly rotated, and we return to adduction and downwardly rotated, making that scapula dance on the back of the rib cage. And watching that reactive variability from the bottom up, we can load this exercise if we want, lighter loads because of the distance from the shoulder axis. And we're still going to follow that same path with the hand and the wrist to maximize that scapular motion and integrate that shoulder girdle.